Hi, welcome. I gotta buy some potions really quick. Hey, welcome. I've decided that the only 5 I'm doing is this guard duty, and then I'm taking level 10 and doing the rest of my what remains of the 5s, the epic version, when I get to epic levels. Otherwise, it's a little too difficult to find a group for it. Well, if you want to help me run them on,
You're awoken suddenly by a large crash.
this,
Screams and calls to
I'm
arms
up for it.
rise from the above decks. As the door swings open, the cannon blasts subside, and you hear the sound of frantic yelling on the deck above. You've reached the above decks. Another ship has docked next to yours with its gangplanks down.
Hey, welcome. Why is this such a walk in the park? I barely get any chance to even so much as hit an enemy once.
Out of a side hatch, clustering over river, Rube drops to the deck of the ship with a giant thud.
Should I take levels 10? Or what? Let's see here. Tobias. What level is Tobias? I'll be a lot better built on when I hit 20 though. I'm never that big of a fan of leading a party. And I want to wrap it up anyways. Take care and thanks for the run, eh?
The crow's nest is strategically placed to detect ships coming in and out of Three Barrel Cove. The Weeping Cove is rumored to be a resting place of Two-Toed Tobias, an ancient three-barrel legend. The cacophony of wailing and moaning becomes clearer as you enter the cave. An opening in the ground reveals another body of water to explore. The valve triggers a rush of water through the pipes, followed by the sound of a door opening. A strong current pushes against you. You hear doors close ahead and behind you. You fear that you are trapped. Cervantes, Two-Toed Tobias's first mate, has been returned to the depths. A slight breeze emerges from behind the wall. A ship's mast rises up from a chasm in the cave floor. A frigid cold cuts through your body as you see a frozen river below. The source of the cold air is coming from this room. The fire jets melt the ice, allowing you to continue your search for Two-Toed Tobias. The second valve triggers another chain reaction, which opens the door to the rest of the dungeon. Levers appear on opposite sides of the room, adorned with bullseyes. As the lever flips back, the floor opens. The door before you opens as if you were expected. The supposed urban legend speaks to you. The legend of Two-Toed Tobias was not just an urban myth, although it is doubtful that anyone will believe your tale of victory. The Weeping Cove is rumored to Heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before you.
Where before the caves were merely hot, now they are sweltering. The air itself seems on the verge of catching fire. The voices of the ogres are silenced. But now there is something even more ominous. An old and mighty anger you can feel through the door. The grinding of stones and the crackle of flame fill the air. In the haze, the elemental collapses, shaking the stones, and spirit returns to its home plane. Another elemental lurks ahead, watching you with eyes that smolder like dying stars. Yet you have triumphed over the elementals. Make more of the summons. The depths of the caves. Waves of baking heat wash up the tunnel, and with them, all over the fire cave, Nephet's voices cry out in despair. The elementals are slain, one and all.
Heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before you.
This Stellara module is narrated by...
The tomb opens up into a larger space. The underground structure is much bigger than the surface. There doesn't seem to be a nearby mechanism for lowering the bridge. The holy symbols of the sovereign host adorn the walls around it. This place was once hallowed ground. You notice a note on the floor near a mangled body. chill passes through you as skeletons rise behind the bars to the sides of the room. They don't look entirely solid.
You stumble through the thick mists. Only you spot a corpse in the grass near the abandoned cart. From down the road, you hear the sounds of harsh growls. The soldier looks up at you, his face strangely pale. Halt! You hear howling in the distance. A raven cries somewhere overhead. Why would someone put so many scarecrows to guard a road in the middle of the forest? What do these strong keep doing? You hear a branch snap behind you. A scarecrow clatters to the ground. As you recover, you realize you can hear noise from up the road to the east, the same way you came.
I'll be right back.
Something seems strange about this one.
Guys, I feel. Had the voice off for a bit. Follow.
Hey, sorry, my DDO mic doesn't work too well. It's fine in Discord.
Yeah.
Plus, I am live on YouTube.
Oh, sweet. Hi, Tubies. Teletubbies? Is that a favored stream platform?
Yeah, this YouTube streaming. mean, same as Twitch. I don't like Twitch
I'm
because
so
I like
tired even after. Mhm.
because I like being able to go back and see my stuff from years ago, and Twitch doesn't do that.
Right. It's kind of funny. He said he went left, and he had to have crossed all the way over to have gotten those chests. If we go this way, I think we get a collectible. But who cares? The chest. You know, after we were going through and didn't really find anything or see anything, it was like, well, we should just recall, and if we're gonna go run for chests, are you up for going into part 2 just to go for the first chest?
Not right now.
Yeah.
I'd rather have some Ravenloft gear before going in there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I just took 10, got my this done real quick on normal.
Oh, I gotta go do this. What'd you do it on?
Just normal. I actually had an LFM up for Chronoscope when this popped up, so I bailed on the guy that had joined, so I need to get going back on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I figured I'd try to do double assault and Chronoscope first while people was online still.
Is that your last before you can take 11?
No, I just took 10. I haven't done anything.
Gotcha. Sorry, Sleepy, if I'm missing things. I think the first thing I should do before doing anything wild and crazy is to go put this bow take place.
Yeah, I always open the central door now when I solo it to let people come in. Cause if you solo it on hardcore, just always let people come in to loot or get XP favor. Since it's a painful quest and you don't have to end it until everybody's in.
I need practice with on the main server. POEE Part 2.
You know, like I said, I did it on the Blade Forge build, because I had hopped on Kyber, because that's where I do my Hardcore 2 characters, and made a Blade Forged, but I didn't go to 15 because I wanted to simulate Hardcore. But then when when they said it was coming out soon, I got through all the level 5 quests, and I died twice, once in housekeeping on Reaper, and I was like, yeah, don't do Grove on Reaper, it's too hard. But other than that, the only other issue I had was I panicked during a couple Plague Reapers and died. So I hurried up and leveled up to get the temple, and I recorded it on my YouTube. So I actually was able to do Temple 1 and 2 I got lucky though. The sheltering mushroom spawned near me both times.
Yeah.
Now this character, I was telling you in your stream, so far I've got all the favor, and I haven't really had much problems. I don't think I've ever dropped below 100 hit points in the last 5 levels. So I might do Temple.
It's Cloak.
My concern right now with this build is Blood Tribute does real well in low levels. And, I think I told you this yesterday or the other day, was I'm not sure how well my hit points are going to be at 19 and at 30. I don't want to do the same thing to have it to
but the damage is supposed, in Heroic, is supposed to be like 700. And a stun. So if you have the Cloak, you can chew that up. If it's elite, you can go sit in the tavern to get your charges back, as long as the doesn't expire. What I did is I got 2 cloaks. You can't, they're exclusive, but you can put one in the bank, right? And so you can run back to the bank, swap out the cloaks, and go back in very quickly.
So, was there any 6s you need?
Oh yeah, man. I need a ton of stuff, but I'm okay. Other than the cost.
One thing about my YouTube is I just started this in January, and then last season of Hardcore I didn't record anything because I was like watching streams, and I noticed that it would lag me a little bit.
Yeah.
Not much, but just I didn't want to risk it. But with Extra Life here,
yeah, there's a bit of latency kind of a thing with, or there can be when your internet out bandwidth is being tested. I don't know what's the right word. I haven't up in, but there were times where like, oh, you have to get on Discord and play with us, and I get on Discord and play with them, and just having Discord on I would get extra stutter and latency that I wasn't getting when I was in the group with them just running. And sometimes being in the group with them, other people had, something going on. Like, have you ever noticed that when somebody who's got AoE goes and affects everybody, a lot, everybody will have pauses or stutters because the game has to communicate that combat data to everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
So you sit there and it's like,
I probably could be doing Reapers right now, but still just gonna stick to my plan. I'm gonna do Mirrors, Dead Predators, Red Willow. If you need any of
You're
those.
doing Elite?
Yeah, do you need Reaper?
Mirrors is one of those beautiful Reaper ones. But I'm not, well, hey, kid. I mean, it's a super easy one for Reaper. Dead Predators, there's a ton of 6s. How do you have to?
Well, I joined a group for Carnival Reaper just because that was the group that was up. And like I said, I think I could do Reaper, but really, if at this point, being I've already skipped like all the 1 through 5 quests, like I'd only get like 40,
Barbarian,
50,000.
right? Barbarian Wizard. Yeah, you could, with your damage, you should be fine. I don't know.
What I'm saying is at this point,
How you feel about R2, R3?
I wouldn't get 100,000 in heroics at this point, so there's not much point to it.
Oh, sure you could.
Like it would just
What
save me
I
2
did,
days.
like each of the last 2 seasons, is that I would get my plateaus. So if you get to level 6, you can farm the RPG to level 9 or 10. You can sit at 9, and there are so many things that you can do as a level 9 or 10. 9 means that you don't have the 10% penalty on the 6s. But there's a bunch of 7s, 8s, and 9s that are really quick that you can do. I mean, yeah, it's a 9, and you're going in as a 9, and you're doing it in R2 or R3. And so for some that are doing it's a good spot to
Yeah, but I'm saying is
sit there like last season.
it will slow me down, give me a chance of dying, and it'll only save me about 2 days of grinding at 30.
Yeah. I mean, if you had a plan, you have a plan.
Where the Blade Forge will
I
have
do.
quick and recon by level 6, and it'll be much easier. Because the only thing that can take him out is a plague, really.
What plague?
Because it stops your healing so much. So as long as I can quick and recon every 6 seconds, the other build was much better at Reaper.
Oh, sure.
I mean, long term, this build is fine for low levels because of the Blood Tribute.
You're not using tribute?
No, I am. I'm saying I could do Reaper, but I also didn't have any gear for we're only on day 3.
Yeah. What do you need for gear?
Well, you're always going to be on the first character behind. Because like right now, being level 10, I would have Ravenloft gear, but I'm not going to get Ravenloft gear for at least a couple levels. I mean, I'll get a piece here and there, but...
Oh, you're talking getting Ravenloft stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, having that extra set of gear for your second character, having chip buffs. Like, even right now, having chip buffs, we got, like, +2 stats. By the time I start my other character up, we're going to have the bonus hit points and all the other core stuff. It makes starting off on Reaper so much quicker. And safer. Alright. So what do you want to do? Because like I said, I got like every 6 pretty much to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do instant mist and get my weapon. Casual.
Okay.
Right.
My gold, I took a nap for a few hours because I wasn't feeling well. My daughter has been sick all day, all since yesterday. And I think, I couldn't tell if I was just feeling groggy or if I was picking up what she had. Anyway, but it's like 12:30 in the morning, but I've already slept a couple hours. So I was just going to try to Zerg for a couple hours as these quick level 6s.
Gotcha. So you're going to 20 or 30?
Oh, remember, the original plan was just to get gear and Favor So unlocked, so I'm kind of adjusting as I go right now.
Gotcha. Well, if this is...
Like, I'm not even really farming gear
TR and get this... Yeah. I forgot to summon my my whatever I needed to summon. Help me out with the words. Highway. But it's casual. I didn't need it. They're like dropping like flies.
Alright.
They're dropping like wisps.
Also, you already did some of the challenge stuff, right?
I just soloed Rushmore. Just ran it to the one boss and just to get enough to get a renown potion, so that when I took the 2-barrel code saga.
I've been putting off on whether or not I need to, or I want to do them or not until 10. And now that I'm 10, I need to make a choice. Like, am I going to just go for high favor on this character or not? Because they really are poor time investment.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry to bell you, Dread.
Take a look around. Just give me a weapon.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go smoke and then, house P buff and start knocking some things out.
Yeah, okay. It'd be good to run with you, but I can't. I mean, the stuff that we would do, I would be like, hey, let's do R3 on the sixes, because
I can do rerun.
That's what this build does. Is I was soloing R3, but I am not awake. I am not. That would break one of the rules. If you're tired, don't play. And I am not. I'm making mistakes.
I'm not following you.
Thinking of everything clearly.
You're not questioning right now, or you just don't want
to? I gotta wake up, and if I don't end up waking up, then no, I'm not gonna do anything intense. But I would love to, in this scenario, if I wasn't tired, been like, hey, let's do R2, R3 with these sixes. I sat last season at 9 for 4 or 5 days, doing double dailies on 6s, 7s, 8s, and 9s for R3. I had to do them solo. But on a build like this, but I'm not up for that right now. And then by tomorrow, we'll probably both be ready to move on anyway.
Yeah, I need to see what, I guess for loot, I just need to see what I want from the 12. I just don't like farming those quests out because they're dangerous. I mean, there's some nice stuff in there, but there's also a lot of loot drops in there, so you're looking at like 1 in 15 chance per run.
Yeah.
It take a little while, so I kind of just feel like last time I took too long doing all these miscellaneous things, and I don't want to do that again.
Yeah. Well, here's a thought for you, and then I'll drop unless you just want to have the conversation kind of thing. The ransack timers is a week for test runs. So one of the things that I should do right now is I should go through and do all of Ravenloft on casual to set the first pull, So in 7 days, I'll get a second set of pulls.
Yeah, I've done it
for
before.
all the Ravenloft stuff.
You
Yeah.
just don't see me running the Ravenloft 7 times.
Well, it's not that you would run the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you go to Death House and in 7 pulls, even with the group, you're going to get 1 or 2 items. But if you want extras, or if you get unlucky and you don't get anything, like yourself or something like that, then how do you know which quest? So if you just run the whole thing on casual, then any chest you can go back to in a week and be like, farm it out. I really want to make a Thurk, and so you want the burn scar staff and you don't get it. You got the extra, the pull attempts there.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So you want to do Ravenloft right now?
No. I do, but I don't. I have 6s that need to be done, and then, because I'm a break away from capping, so I gotta be awake to make the decision.
Alright, I just want to do something because I mean, no one really watches my YouTube, but I don't want to just have like an hour break of just talking in here.
Well, yeah, the thing that I was thinking, you know, I mentioned it before, is go out and do a casual, but I'll do that as an 11.
Hey, do you want to do Double Assault on hard, or do you guys do that on elite?
Probably won't do it on this guy because he's not doing favors.
Not
I
doing
know your tune, and if we both had our scare codes, that
Oh yeah,
could probably
good point. Forgot to grab that.
we could probably 2-man elite without too much problem.
I don't know,
It's
man.
a little scary for. Yeah, it's a little scary with the delayed blast fireballs. But season 1, somebody on a good melee build like you've got, and I were in there. I don't know what I was on, but we 2-manned it. We only had 5 because he didn't want to get a hireling, and because I had the repair stuff, I could keep repairing the scarecrows, and they would just take the initial aggro. You know, when we had a death in season 2 on elite to a delayed blast fireball that hit somebody else. You know,
yeah,
so
I saw
the
that.
AoE effect, and it was targeting somebody.
Yeah, well, we got we got Fire Shield. Alright. Fire Shield, which should keep us alive. I've got enough remnants to buy 1 con potion to do something hard.
Yeah, I'm not looking to do anything hard. I mean, if we did Ravenloft would be like one of the best kinds of things. I just not awake. It isn't here.
Alright, well, while we're talking, and since you don't seem to want to run anything, I guess I'll go find something else to run.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I apologize.
Run into the deep, I guess. Run some red fins. Now that, because I went in there level 7. It was just, like, taking like 15 minutes of quest.
Yeah, what are you running it on? Running them on elite, or just
casual for the throwers.
Yeah.
At level 7, you can put on the Divine set for Death Block and Wisdom. You can put on the Liar set and the Claw set all at the same time. It pretty much makes it, you just have to get through level 2 quests on Reaper, and then at that point you get, well, you know what they do.
The neg levels for the Death Block?
Yeah, only bad thing is it eats my healing.
You're a robot, right? Yeah.
No, I'm half orc undead.
Oh. Okay.
The Raven Eye
Where were you
village has
talking
been
about?
reduced to
the
smoking
different-
ruins by
that
the
was for a different
Sahagin
build?
attacks.
Yeah, my Blade Forge build.
Didn't have anything on the That's an interesting thought. So you were talking Red Fens Into the Deep. That's the last one, right?
Burning wreckage and rising smoke overshadow the once proud refuge
I'm sorry,
of the
say that again.
ancestors.
The Capra.
The only undamaged
Red Fen.
region
Which
is the central
one's the
platform.
Capra?
Vircha Etters, leader of the Drow holdouts, must be there.
Alright, I'm sorry. I have a
What's
hard
the
time
fourth
hearing
one called?
when the game's sounds are going on. I
What's
said you could have
what's the fourth one called in Red Fens?
Into the Deep.
See, that would also be useful, but what level is my? Yeah, I wouldn't want to take him in there yet. He's too low.
I'm in last
That would be a
stand
good
now.
thing for me to go to. What's that?
I'm in last stand right now. I'm just gonna run around the circle.
The villagers watch the slimy water with stern eyes.
That
The attack
is
could
a
begin at any
useful
moment.
thing to do. There's so much to do early on next season. If I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going to take it to 3 in the first few days or something like
Sahagins
that.
spring from the water in all
It's not going to be this
directions.
build
The
because
battle has begun.
it needs to sit there and farm like redwoods or something like that. But because this Raven Eye set for an Inquisitive, it's very nice.
Well, I probably don't need all these sets for my other character, but it doesn't hurt to have the. I mean, with the random. I know. Is that you that sent me the tale today for the boots?
No,
'Cause someone says
maybe.
Sterling wanted the boots when I linked them.
Yes. Yes.
The assault
Because
against Vircha's
what I've been
scions
looking for
led
is
Sahagin
a
rally scene
because I have
destroying the village
we're
guard.
probably in a similar
Vircha shouts to
situation.
you,
We're wearing gear,
"Stop those
so we have to
Sahagin!"
push things to other slots, right? And so I have to. If I want accuracy, I have under the old stuff. I have to push it to the hat. If I want deadly, I have to make it trinket because the glove slot is taken. But with
With the demolition
Relentless,
attempt stopped, the
because it
Sahagin
can
will surely
show
renew their
up on
efforts to kill
different
Vircha
gear
Etters.
items,
He will need
I can
protecting again.
get deadly on. I can get deadly. Just put it that way.
The attack resumes as
Yeah,
more
those,
Sahagin
I had
burst from the
accuracy
brackish
on it,
water.
bosses, but I will.
Yeah.
As soon as I get a better goggles for them.
Yeah. That other tune is Dark Horse. That was the guy I was thinking about going again. And jumping into casual into the deep for the end reward.
Do you want in this last stand? Almost to the shrine part.
No.
Yeah, I've already ran through all these once.
I appreciate that greatly.
So I know if I run deep twice, I'll get the automatic all rewards.
Right.
So I'm at least gonna do
Yeah,
that.
I was sitting there, it's like, huh? Say that again?
I just like that helmet because it gives me death block in a different slot.
The second
I'll have
wave has
to
been
take a look
defeated.
at the helmet. I usually
Vircha tells you,
don't
Rest
do
while
the
you
magic
can.
helmet.
I will alert you when more Sahagin arrive.
Charges of Nick Absorb. And then in the set
Oh, yeah.
list, which for me right now would actually be good because I need notification item. I don't have a notification item on.
Gotcha.
I got a Ring of Corrosion, and I just slotted a Wizardry ring because I've had a issue casting Haste and Death Aura because I didn't have the spell points.
Yeah.
But all the options were like
Yeah. You're
20, 30 mana, and I was like, well, that's like one haste. That's not. I'm not gonna slot just one haste.
Yeah, and I thought one of the things I was thinking about, because it's a similar scenario, is to go ahead and spend the 11 points in Dark Mage
Bircher shouts,
to get
the Sahagin have
the
resumed
SLA.
the battle! Fight! Fight!
But I got other things to spend it on.
Are you flagged?
This tune is, the other one isn't.
I'll be over there in 4 minutes. I only have SVPs to grab Orcish Rage, so I won't have used much.
Yeah, that's a nice one, isn't it?
But I didn't have any boost. I mean, I hadn't really needed them.
That one thing is so awesome. I don't know why everybody does that half work. You know what I'm saying?
Despite this,
Who's
you
doing
feel they will
two-handers?
press one more
Like,
attack.
why would you pick anything else on a main server?
I'm
The
gonna have a hard
stagnant
time
water
fitting in
starts
my
to
tier
churn
5
and
of
convulse as an amorphous shape moves through it. The water foams angrily as a Sahagin necromancer appears from beneath the depths.
Yeah. Larissa, Laura, but I need to check my plenty of ingredients.
Sahagin
Because
is
it's
like this
spell,
rock that falls to the ground. Without her necromantic powers to animate them, the drowned
love this,
zombies collapse as well. The
The
refuge of
quests
the
that have
ancestors
shrines in the entrance, you know, like you can teleport to House K and jump into Von 5 just to hit the shrine. So if you have a raid blight, teleport, hit the shrine, get everything back. You know, hit the am I on the load screen? No, I made it through. And then the lava caves, any of the lava caves, just plop in, hit the shrine, and you're good to go. Get all your actions back. If you hit the amenity bar, boom, you can hop over to a shrine, step in shrine, teleport where you need to, because you don't get your actions until after a rest. So you'd have to go, hold on, I'm sitting in the tavern.
The Raven
Nope,
Eye
still
village
waiting.
has been reduced
I'll
to
be there.
smoking
Don't
ruins
finish.
by the Sahagin attacks.
Would you call that a cheat, a hack, or a trick? Or a cheap hat trick?
Alright, I'm starting the last one.
Alright.
From atop this overlook, the Sahagin's
wait a minute.
underwater base is clearly
is. I was
visible
gonna say,
in
what
the
the hell?
inlet below.
What happened?
Oh, the NPC was here for a second.
Yeah, we're, something changed a couple minutes ago, and we're loading in. We're loading in slow.
A Sahagin priest tends a glowing portal here. The portal seems fluid, like water, and you feel you could just step right through it. The priest gestures you to enter.
Yeah, and this
You have
is
met
so
with
good
the
in
rebel
there.
leader. Now you must
In
find
this
the two
works,
elemental
ex-
prisons that
e-
bind the
except,
palace protectors. Only then will you be able to reach
there
your
are a
objective,
couple things
the
about
High
it.
Priestess.
Some crowns can see it. And if you've been in a spot where something thinks significant in you, and then you unvis, then even if you're 10 miles away, they'll be like, nope, we saw you and remembered you. We're going to run for you now. Here we are, and we're going to run past all the other mobs and tell them where you are too.
It's annoying as hell. I have used a few quest desert, but
To your surprise, a drow woman slips out of the shadows.
This season.
She beckons you closer.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't too concerned.
And not intentionally, right?
No, intentionally.
Oh, yeah?
No, because it was just like, oh, yeah, you always observe everything. Then leave it.
The water spirits prowling before you radiate
How many
both
cleats?
power and great
Well, I
evil.
didn't like it.
Yet the spirits seem preoccupied with some internal struggle. If you keep your distance, they might not notice.
That one's got such a slow cooldown. Benevolent?
Yeah, but I mean, we're alert like about 25 mobs, and then the ones in the back take a while to catch up to you.
Yeah.
So I get
Well,
the first group and
then
strike through another 5 or so, and then the second group will catch up. This is a real powerful build.
I do like the concept a lot. Are you gonna take the Eldritch Strike Cleave as soon as you get the spell? Or you can't because of...
No, when I was looking at the build a couple days ago, I think taking Carb 5 is still better. Because I was like, I can just leave it at Blood Tribute, but I'm worried about that. Because, you know, you get some Tempest and 20 melee power, so you get +1 crit range, but I'm raging, so I'm not going to get the +1, well, it gets the multiplier, I won't get the crit range. Because I won't be casting spells if I'm raged.
Yeah.
But
are you gonna just use the Orcish of it, or are you going to do a full rage kind of thing?
no, I'm just gonna like buff up in melee.
Yeah. Are you gonna focus big time on strike through?
Yeah.
As
the
you move
Berserker
through
is
the room,
right.
the water around you begins to bubble. The prison has more guards for you to deal with.
No, Berserker gets the cracking attack.
Still nice. Active is nice. There's some in the halfway tree.
90% strike through. I was like, you know, Arcane Tempest, I did that in Season 1, but the thing is, it's got such a long cooldown. You go do something like Tethamir, and you can only do it like every second or third group, depending on how fast you're going. Sure, it pretty much kills everything, but I was like, once you get your strike through up, you're pretty much gonna take everything out pretty quick too.
Yeah, my pally, my half-orc pally sub stuff. I was like, oh my goodness, where did it get 100% strike through? And I can go through and add it up. What is your strike through at right now?
Not very much. I actually just dropped some of it to pick up Orcish Rage, 110%.
Gotcha.
So I'm missing 20 from Race, 90 from Berserker, then I want another 60 from Feats.
But so you're at 40, 50, 60?
Across the room, a Sahagin mage appears to be using magic to force a group of scrags into some kind of mining operation. A group of guards watch
You don't need
nervously.
to.
Yeah, I'm not taking
Oh,
it. The only real benefit is for the
the one thing I do not like about the template fleet, you know, the level 12 one, is that you spin, knocks everything down, and then you're sitting there because you can't act because the game doesn't want you to cleave fast. So you hit, and whatever doesn't get knocked down or killed can beat on you for a little while. If you have the accurate.
Yeah, that's one of the things about just a regular cleave. Is when you cleave, you can get like, attacks off instead. So I can hit more targets.
Yeah.
In one shot. I can probably do more damage. If I need to. Alright, I'm finishing the second temple.
The gray skin of these Sahagin mark them as rebels. They greet you warily. The High Mage sits perched above you, protected by his magic. Held before the mage for the moment is a huge scrag. You sense its confinement is temporary.
Are you in the quest? Can't see on the map.
I'm not.
The High Mage's concentration falters, and his personal shield and the barrier to the north vanish. You can take the
I'm
fight
not
to
gonna
him
do that.
personally now.
One thing about
An
my
audible
search
tremor
box
shakes the
is
ground.
that
You
would
sense
clear
that
half
some
my
powerful
spell
enchantment is now broken. Perhaps now you can investigate the palace defenses.
Do you have any Reaper points yet?
One. I got that from that carnival run.
Gotcha.
I picked that up yesterday. Nice little ooze beater.
No, I haven't started looking for blue shining.
I just looted it, so I was like, yeah, I'll take that. I don't need it because it seems to DK reduced damage is bugged and doesn't allow you to take any damage.
Uh-huh.
So I just got 1 point in that, and I've yet to take any damage on anything.
Yeah.
I'd heard.
Yeah,
it
I
was
didn't.
bugged here, like a year ago. I just had never used it.
Well, yeah, it's been like that for like ever, and I've used it on the pallet tree. I don't know if I've ever used it on the fighter tree, but
With the
it's one of the
elemental
things
prisons
that-
destroyed, the Water Guardians have abandoned their posts at the palace gates.
I
You
don't bother.
can now
I didn't
enter.
bother testing it, and I just put the build together and said, okay, we'll see how this works. But if you put
You have
too
reached the
many
palace.
points in,
It
then
appears that the rebels have already
it's
established
supposed
a
to
foothold.
give you
A
what the
gray-skinned
numbers say.
Sahagin captain beckons you closer.
Alright, I'm starting the last fight.
Oh, that's freaky. I had a a light dots on me, but it didn't bust my recall.
You don't meet up with this.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
You have put a significant dent in the Thrall labor force. Whatever Sleek here needed these crystals for, it'll be difficult without the Scrag's brute muscle. The High Priestess's body lies spent. The demon within roars with frustration, its host on this plane now lost.
Oh, I got Nidor now for Fathom.
From atop
Yeah,
this
what?
overlook, the Sahagins'
dimensional
underwater
arc for Fathom.
base is clearly visible in the inlet below.
Oh, cool.
Because last time I
You
was
know what
like,
I do?
I had to do the swim. I hadn't done a swim in like one time in the last 5 years. All right.
Yeah. What I do is, if I don't have the D-door, I don't do it on Reaper, and then I recall and re-enter. It's just for the favor, right? I'll take the penalty for the re-entry. Don't do the swim.
Cool. I got 6 items for reward choice here.
Yeah.
Texas, I liked Pea Shooter, but I'm not planning on running any Arties this life. Oh wow, that's not very useful, but cool looking. Do you see those bracers I picked up?
No, I'm typing to Sojak on Discord. I'll take a look in a moment.
They're both masterful and wonderful craftsmanship.
Yeah?
I mean, the prefix sucks, but yeah. Alright.
Alright. Oh yeah, Ring of Fire, Raven Sight. Yeah, I'm wearing the Raven set, the bracers that have the con and the fort, and the Ring of the Mire. I like that ring a lot because, you know, archers aren't really a big deal anymore. You know. Oh, and there's the bracers. All right. Yeah, that's cool. I'll still do the ones that come out of the red fence though for the fort. But I'm sure you could get some good shards for that if you put that up on the auction house.
Well, I gotta unlock
Unless
some shards.
you keep it for yourself.
You get enough monster manual kills to get a shard. Let's buy some.
I bought 10, and I've traded my way to 40.
I got a cool shield yesterday, Thursday. It's got it's called like Divine Light Shield. It's got Holy and Coruscating on it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not playing any shield builds. Like I keep pulling like Vitality Con shields and stuff. But I'm just putting them on auction house right now. But I think Newbie's doing a Vanguard build. No, I don't think he's switched to shield yet. And I know he just went on vacation, so I was gonna see if he wanted it maybe. Alright.
Yeah, he'll be away for a bit.
You know, I don't know if I'm gonna wear my set when I get those other boots. I don't know if I should farm it out or not.
No, yeah. My set is nice, but you got the boots. Go with
I mean,
the
I
one
take
that
Wizard.
Dark Horse went for Sterling.
And on that build, I take 3 Paladin first, and then I take 3 Favorite Soul to get the DR5. And then I have at level 6, I have enough points for Quicken, Recon, and the hit point bonus in Defender. Then at 7, I take Wizard at 7, take Quicken, so I can use Stone Skin ones. I will have access to Retreat either from Click here or from class, and I'll have access to Jump. Oh, this is still a good Featherfall. Well, I need to run deep again for the helmet, and let's see where the ring drops.
Oops. I forgot to reply to Spawn.
Yeah, and I don't need the underwater action since I'm Blade Forged not dead. So neither of those two characters will need it.
Right. Right. The movement is nice. It's not 30. It's like 24.
Okay.
So it's only right. It's not as good as haste. It's only it's about the same as Exped Retreat. Doesn't have balance in the set.
Yes, but
A great red tree
balance is
grows
nice.
out of the ruins of
The
a
thing about
crumbling
using
altar.
the main
A sense
server.
of ancient evil hangs heavy in the air.
it says, you know, I don't want to give up Claw set because of the 3 hit damage. Real powerful level 7, and then
Yeah.
the boots
Yeah.
I got have actually a deadly on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
The nice thing about
Flickering
the
braziers
the
now
bad
show
thing
that
about
this
the-
marks the beginning
the
of the
minor
Fire
set
Giant's
is
territory.
that you have to be alive for the set bonus. So if you're wearing the set and you're trying to get to the shrine and you don't have the quiver, you don't have any bonus movement. So you can get to the shrine. flaky is that, huh?
I hate Claw. It's his boring quest.
Yeah. At least you don't have my build in there. You know, they pop up, you can cleave or hit them. I go to shoot them, they pop under the ground again. Although, if I had a good web, that could...
So Brian bellows,
Silence, slaves! Curse you and your insolence! The vermin you are, squirm before your master!
Wow. You know, I do a lot of jump casting for my buff. So I jump up in the air, I cast the buff so that I can keep moving. Each of the first 4 or 5 times
Iona whispers from your backpack.
that I did it,
I bet I
lagged
There we
a
go.
little bit.
Good luck.
Jump. We got something funky going on. Although, Soja is in Indonesia. On the other side of the world. He's getting some lag.
Iona whispers.
Stairs here. Let my staff show you the way.
Yeah. Kobolds chasing me are
Iona
lagging
whispers.
a little bit.
Careful. I sense many guardians
An
here.
unsafe playing environment.
Iona whispers.
Reminds me of
Iona
Hardcore
whispers.
1.
Guardian has noticed you.
What part of the world are you in?
I'm just south of DC right now.
Iona whispers.
Okay.
A roaming
Iona whispers.
guardian has
I will-
How are
noticed you.
the protests out there going?
Could be better.
Iona whispers.
I don't know. My brother lives in downtown Atlanta. He had to send his kid off to a friend's house because of
Iona whispers.
stuff going on near him.
A roaming
Iona
Mile or so
whispers.
by his house.
guardian has noticed you.
Yeah.
But he's big into guns, so before he at some point he's just gonna go out. He's a no nonsense kind of person.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Iona
I
whispers.
would imagine if you really took the
roaming
gun,
scorpion is
and,
watching.
Iona
you know, you
whispers.
said no nonsense. I'm not sure
A roaming scorpion
how that
spotted
would
you.
end up
Watch
playing
out
out.
for ambush.
for
Iona
future
whispers.
characters, But
Guardian has
if
noticed you.
somebody who respects guns is gonna know enough to stay out of trouble with them or something. I imagine your brother, there's somebody who would only shoot in self-defense in that kind of a scenario.
Yeah, he's real intelligent. He's real read and educated, but he's just got a temper and doesn't like playing around with stuff.
So what you're saying is that if somebody's crossing a scenario, he's deep into being able
The
to
air in
defend
this
himself.
chamber is dusty and stagnant. It
Yeah,
must not
like,
have been
don't go
disturbed
knocking
for
on his
centuries.
He's gonna come answering with a gun. And as close as the
Iona whispers.
stuff's going on near his house.
Iona whispers.
There it is.
Like I was reading
We've
up
done
on
it. Behold
like
the
they've
claw
basically
of
taken over parts
Volkur.
of Atlanta, like blocking blocks of land, the cops won't go and take them out.
What's going on with land?
In Atlanta, where the guy got shot and they burnt down the Wendy's, there's basically armed black men who have taken over a few blocks of Atlanta, and they won't let white people go through the neighborhood, and the cops won't go stop them because it'll escalate the world situation. So there's basically a few parts of Atlanta right now that are just off limits to people.
Yeah. Yeah, I worked in Atlanta during my consulting.
Oh, sweet.
Part of my consulting time.
Got all three options.
Good. Oh, yeah. You know, like, you're looking for an item, you know, and it's like, oh, it's in here. It's like, oh, but I also wanted that. Oh, now I have to make a choice.
Well, the first time I got the necklace of Venom for the false life, it was the only option. The second time I got the gloves of the claw, luckily, which I was looking for, because at that point I already had the other ones. And that's really, like, I don't really want to give up my rings, but that set's going to give me 65 negative spell power for my Death Aura. Currently my helmet's sheltering and resistance.
And the wisdom one. Do you have the divine set for the positive and negative power?
No, that's what I'm trying to get. Once I go run this last Sense of the Deep, I'll have the helmet.
Gotcha.
So I'll lose my spell point item, and I'll lose sheltering and resistance. But then I won't have to use death block in my belt slot anymore, so that'll free up my belt.
For the Vistani?
And it's only 6 sheltering, 3 resistance, so if I can start getting some Ravenloft gear, I can start getting some of these upgrades, or start slotting this stuff in other places. Like, I'm using the Raven sight I just got, but I don't really need it. So I could find some other goggles. My cloak is this Feather Falling and 1 mythic. I'm using a bottle of smoke, but I could cast Blur.
Did you ever get the Profane?
I never got the Profane. I ransacked it out.
Huh.
It wasn't worth waiting another week to ransack it.
Right.
No, that's what I was saying earlier, was I do not want to do what I've done a couple of other times, which is, like, I'm not going to spend a couple days deconstructing stuff for crafting that I never even used last time. I'm not going to spend a lot of time messing with the auction house, because you can spend a couple of days just doing auction house stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably made like 500 shards in auction house for rerolls, but
from atop this overlook,
I don't know.
the Sahagins' underwater base is clearly visible in the inlet
6
below.
years ago, I got really bored with DDO, and just stopped running. All I did was played the auction house.
Like, I'll still
A
do
Sahagan
Octagon,
priest
obviously,
tends a glowing
but
portal
I'm
here.
not like
The
massive
portal
pieces
seems
that I
fluid,
farm here.
like water, and you
To
feel you
sell,
could
like,
just
I farm
step
tattered
right
gloves
through
or
it.
look for tattered gloves
The
to
priest
sell, farm
gestures you to
retreat
enter.
out. Last season a couple times, but
You have met with the rebel leader. Now you must find the 2 elemental prisons that bind the palace protectors. Only then will you be able to reach
so
your
basically
objective,
what I'm saying is
the High Priestess.
I was farming out loot to sell as opposed to re-roll, when I'd probably be better off just re-running those quests. The only difference is the ransack timers, but if both characters survive in epics, I can just alternate them. You know, if I really wanted to, I could get my alt account.
Is it VIP?
No, but I could use this one to open
Oh,
everything.
To your surprise,
It's
a drow woman slips out of the shadows.
Anybody can
She beckons
get
you
in
closer.
this season.
Right.
Don't have to be a VIP.
The water spirits prowling before you radiate both power and great evil. Yet the spirits seem preoccupied with some internal struggle. If you keep your distance, they might not notice.
Well, I might get some of this other stuff anyway on this character, because I'll still have to go back to these on Elite. Plus the second character won't be doing them on Elite at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of Lobies up to, was it 2 clerics and a warlock? Yeah, I think I did an extra like 3 characters that were skills or backups or helping with level.
Yeah.
That's why I was pushing on the Paladin so late, was because he couldn't really solo that well.
A paladin that couldn't solo well?
No,
What?
I had a couple weaknesses as far as like if I got knocked down, like my defense was okay, but I couldn't survive.
No, Zai, the way you make your builds, I would find it hard to believe it wasn't a good build.
No, I was doing like
you build well.
R1 Mist and R1 Grim. That was like too uncomfortable. Like it was a slow and steady leveler, but
Done.
A lot of quests like Mist with the dogs, because the Warforged are so high, I couldn't hit them with precise shot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Grim was okay because everything was devils mostly, but
As you move through the room, the water around you begins to bubble. The prison has more guards for you to deal with.
anyway, because I not plan on playing a bunch of characters, I don't need to farm out so much loot. Because yeah, the caster sets here are really nice. The Raven set's nice.
Yeah.
But since both my characters are melee, then I really just need the small set. And the divine set.
Across the room, a Sahagan mage appears to be using magic to force a group of Scrags into some kind of mining operation. A group of guards
I'll be right
watch nervously. The gray skin of these Sahagan mark them as rebels. They greet you warily. The High Mage sits perched above you, protected by his magic. Held before the mage for the moment is a huge scrag. You sense its confinement is temporary. Mage's concentration falters, and his personal shield and the barrier to the north vanish. You can take the fight to him personally now. An audible tremor shakes the ground. You sense that some powerful enchantment is now broken. Perhaps now you can investigate the palace defenses.
You there?
With the elemental prisons destroyed, the Water Guardians have abandoned their posts at the palace gates. You can now enter.
Alright, I'm back.
So I was just thinking, you know how people have been getting that gravity bug? Where they get to float and they can't.
You have breached the palace. It appears that the rebels have already established a
You've
foothold.
seen people get the gravity
A
bug.
gray-skinned Sahagan captain beckons you closer.
Where are we talking?
I was wondering if you got reverse gravity, what would happen if it was underwater in this quest? Do you float to the top?
An unnatural form shrouds the High Priestess as she glares at you with pure hate.
What is it? Lost at Sea. I've had the thought, I haven't done it, is to see if we can get to the surface.
The High Priestess plays her next card. She booms. The High Priestess's body lies spent. The demon within roars with frustration, its host on this plane now lost.
Alright.
Where does the plate armor of the deep drop from?
From atop this overlook, the Sahagins' underwater base is clearly visible in the inlet below.
Hold on just a second. I'll get my reward. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 9 items out here. There's the helm. I couldn't remember what the other stuff on it was, but yeah.
Oh, it's random.
Yeah, it'll eat the first 5 charges of Death Aura, but that's not a huge deal. Alright, full plate of the deep.
It's a random. It's not specific to anywhere. Do you do Twitch at all?
Twitch? No.
Never wanted to?
You talk about Twitch combat or Twitch streaming?
Stream? What? Just Twitch combat.
I did one.
Or you're talking like wiggling in DDO to get your attack rate faster?
Yeah, I don't really ever do that. But the Twitch I did once, I think Christmas night, and that was just to set stuff up, learn how to do it. And then when I realized it was only 14 days, I just moved to YouTube. Okay, 93. Okay, so that's 2. Yeah, okay, so that's about 25. Healing. Okay. Time to search the auction house. You can ignore that. I'm just writing down what I lost. I'm swapping 4 items around.
Yeah.
I've got belt and goggles slot.
Yeah,
Try to replace
I
that.
use a piece of paper, but I do the same.
Actually, if I get some intelligence goggles, that'll up my spell points too. Yeah. track of popping that death house elite. Yeah, that trap can, let's see, I do about 350 damage.
241, 302.
Well, my defenses went down a bit, but I gained 5 double strike. And more healing. Should be good. Alright, so just make sure your plan is to stay at 3 and or 10 and do the R3.
No. I mean that's a thought. That's just a thought. It's more for a tune that's gonna do Reaper. This Sterling is, we'll say, semi-retired for this one. The only way that Sterling would be on the tops of the leaderboards, well, Sterling wasn't last season, would be if I changed my mind. This guy will end up going up instead. Stay in there to be able to farm plat, in essence, is for either getting crafting going, being the crafter, you know, whatever it is along those lines, and then some other tune that's gonna end up maybe doing Reaper, but I don't know. I'm really not feeling hardcore as a dude, so it's nice as it would be to be over 600k in the Reaper speed.
You spot
I
something
don't
in
know.
the middle of the
I don't
room.
care.
Something small and old.
Yeah, I
and
think
forgotten.
they're coming too quick.
We're tired. We've been here so long. We want to
I'm running Reborn normal.
take us to a nice place to rest.
Yeah?
I'm in Death House right now.
We're tired. We want to rest now.
Well, I didn't
You
run
found
Death
a
on normal
secret
yet.
door.
Do that later.
It leads down to the basement, where the
Alright,
monster
let's
Beyond
go,
the
let's
secret
go,
door,
go
a
do
dusty
whatever
stairwell leads down into
happen.
darkness.
Let's give you...
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky and get some loot.
Yeah. Where's my bottle?
Normally when I run this on normal, the chain, I get like one item. I get like 3 or 4 weapons and 1 item.
For like the entire chain?
Yeah. It's just the drop rate is low.
Yeah, it's normal.
You gently place the bones inside the coffins.
Much better.
The distant voice seems pleased.
We can
I'm
rest
cheating
here
and putting my
once you get rid
higher
of
where
the
the
monster
respawn.
in the basement.
I don't want to get this build. Okay.
Step in the quest and hardcore, first thing you do is hit X and check that you know what difficulty it is. Even if you've just stepped in.
On top of the desk, you find a tarnished
I did have
key.
claws at the top, but I didn't get one on the stairs.
They're not always there.
Perfect. You took all that.
Yeah, they weren't. Yeah. I buffed. I even threw on the displacement and the haste.
Trap was man. Trap was only like 28 damage.
The monster's around here someplace. You
Yeah.
can
I'm a
smell
little worried. I
him.
don't like
Did you end up...
Stinks.
the next one farming it because there's always that chance of getting PK'd.
Which one?
Dreams.
Fresh bake.
Yeah.
The sound of chanting echoes from down the hallway. Robed apparitions surround the altar, chanting, "He is the ancient. He is the
Look at that,
one."
I got a swift
The
flow.
ghostly chant suddenly changes. One must die. One must die. Norgoth the Decaya, we awaken thee. The robed figures
look at that.
vanish, and something stirs in the water. The creature collapses.
13.
A little voice
Do
in
what?
the darkness
Congratulations.
says,
You got rid of the
What?
monster.
I got something for you.
Good.
You're a trapper, right?
Oh,
Time to sleep.
yes, yes. You did?
Good
Oh my
night.
god.
There's a sudden gust of air, as
I mean, I
if the
just use it for
entire
search item.
building lets loose a sigh.
Thank you. You want all the tallies then?
No, I'm
Alright. Cool.
fine. Well,
Thank
there's my one item. I'm done.
you. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
I might
Do you
farm.
like hand wrap?
I might farm Mist later on hard. Maybe tomorrow.
To get the belt?
The cloak for the double strike.
Oh, okay.
Or the belt's good
That,
too.
alright.
I think right now I'm in a good spot with
The
gear.
cloak has con and natural.
Yeah, and even the dodge will help. I don't think I got any dodge items.
Oh, dodge. They wouldn't have all of those things. Trying to
Yeah,
keep
doesn't the
up
cloak
on
have dodge?
my, I forget what has what. I think maybe I'm thinking of the necklace has the con and natural. Or there's one available that does something like that.
Hey, I'll summon my scarecrow when we get inside though.
Voices, ragged and carping, come from the other side of the windmill. Peasants with joyless faces and vacant eyes wait in a line. An indistinct murmur passes among them at the sight of an outsider.
I like Algar. If you want Stone Skin, I can cast it on you with this guy.
Yeah, I can't get these. I gotta roll like a 17 or higher.
I'm at
A
a...
wolf howls in the
how
distance.
am
Its
I
cry
at a...
echoed first here,
8-8?
then there. The wind whispers tremulously along the upper boughs.
Hold on.
I found resist before I raged. Oh well.
This corpse is nearly beyond recognition, so savagely has it been mangled by tools. Those are not pebbles.
This is normal, so we should kill that Mueller.
They are human teeth.
If I'm gonna shoot him, I suppose you're intercepting. If I'm gonna shoot him, you keep the stand near me. I'll run over his way. Oh, you have both items of the Raven set?
No,
Going
the
for the
intelligent
mangled body.
couples I got on the auction house.
Or did you already get it?
No, we still gotta find her.
Yeah, I'm looking for Chicky.
She's here.
Alright.
The ghost's story appears to Morgantha addresses the gathered peasants from up on the wooden platform.
Be off already! Shoo!
She says.
We've no more pies. How many times must I tell you?
Oh wait, I can't even. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I can't hit it.
Morgantha looks down at you.
You poor misguided
I only get a +4,
soul.
so I was like,
You thought that they
rerolling
did
it.
not know?
Morgantha howls.
Enough of this! Come, and we'll feast on outsider pie!
That's the last of it. Now, for the pie makers within the windmill. Mad cackling comes from upstairs as a drench climbs, fully formed, out of the bubbling pie contents.
We're winning here? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm
Or do you want to
do
lose
this
that?
character bonus real quick.
What do I do? No, we have to do it. We have to kill the other two. So we can set the first pull for bull. One hack left. Way.
Her daughters cut down
Yeah,
before
my-
her. The hag Morgantha flees the windmill.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, what kind of armor did you go with?
All of this
I'm
is
taking
what's
this
left
one.
in this ghost. Burnt the oil spreads across the floor and then catches fire, filling
Yeah,
the
yeah,
windmill
go for
with
it.
billowing
Go
chocolate
finish it.
smoke. It is up on the
Gotta
hill
go out and get
ahead.
the second chest.
Morgantha
I lost my
performs a
vitality
prayer
item,
for
but
aid,
my con
and
went back
then
even, so I only lost my
something
point.
answers.
Yeah. It'll work out.
Another worldly cry of anguish echoes in the woods. The air is unset. The hags are dead, leaving behind them only the bitter taste of dreams cut
Yeah,
short.
My Highland just
Really suck for me right now because I lost my resist item, my reflex. It's horrible.
right.
Well, that was a good run so far. We've got 2 key items.
Yeah. Are you doing medium or heavy in general?
Whatever I can get. I'm only putting 11 points in EK, so for at least heroics, I'm just light. Damn, I'm even uglier. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I had on, but I don't even know how my con got odd again. I'm pretty sure at level 8 it was even.
Here, let's farm instance farm to get a decent. Doesn't have to be miser.
Well, I had lost my sheltering item, right? But that was 6. This is 14. So I also got my 2 saves. 2 of my 3 saves back from the parrying. So now I'm just down a few MMR, so that worked out. Alright, what did you want to farm?
For when you go in, tell me what
Oh, the
tell
card?
me what you get.
I'm not worried about the card farming.
still don't have. I'm still not wearing a necklace.
Okay, now my con's odd again. What the hell's going on? Oh, I know what it was. It's because I had blood tributed. Okay. That explains everything.
Yeah. That happened to me too. I was like, what's going on here? Nope, I stepped in and there were wolves.
No, I hate the first hardcore. My first character almost died right here. I was hitting explorers for XP and caught a wraith right there by the bridge, and it enfeebled me to 0 strength, and suddenly I had like 6 guys kill me.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to do. I had no way out. So I jumped down the cliff, and they couldn't attack me anymore. And luckily there was nothing down there.
Yeah. So we got Miser, which is really nice.
I'll go D door.
Alright.
Madam Eva's words echo in your mind. An artifact.
Summon my higher.
A trap. But will you know which is which when you find it? Swells of organ music, fraught with defiance, determination, and despair, reach your ears and fill the corridor ahead. As you step into the dining hall, the music abruptly halts. The stern, regal man turns to face you. Please, come in, my honored guests. I am, of course,
Get down
Count
to 0
Strahd von
levels
Zarovich,
from whatever levels or something.
cursed. Strahd's laughter echoes across the hall, and his form dissolves into mist. The door slams shut. It's a trap.
Your higher almost bagging a couple more.
Oh, goddammit, I told it to stay there. It's even in passive.
Didn't listen. It didn't listen. Alright, so Miser down to the basement.
You want to split up?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, I'm going to...
Alright.
And then we'll go to Death Card on the second floor.
You don't have...
No, I think detecting doors was level. My next level spell.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm heading to 3.
I was raging.
So I'm still heading to 3?
I'm almost done. Stupid spiders are stopping me.
This room barely contains a brooding metal
Probably close enough to run it into
light glows from the starry night sky painted on the ceiling. There is no obvious way into the tower. You discover the icon of Raven
Not a strength build then.
among some trifles and coins beside the ominous metal tower. You thank good fortune it had not yet been placed within.
And you
A
don't run
sense of
with
peace
fire shield?
washes over you. As you
no, I
hold
have
the
not
icon of Ravenloft in your hands,
I just got
and
Death
stow
Guard.
it securely in your pack.
Yeah, I'm going to second floor. Where are you going?
No, I said collectibles. I'm gonna craft. Gotta get those collectibles.
Yeah, I'm not bothering this time.
No. I see Featherfall.
I did have a cosmetic cloak on, but I decided to be safe. I took it off.
Dusty
this way I
scrolls
can
and
see I got my
tomes
Featherfall
line the
on,
walls,
just by looking at my
and a
character.
great desk dominates the room. Sitting there is an elderly man scratching away with quill at paper. He ignores him, completely absorbed in his work. Strahd stands here, gazing into the distance. As you approach, he speaks. I hope you found exploring the castle the work. Strahd makes an abrupt gesture, and suddenly a hint of red light crackles into existence.
My hand and
Around us, the lines that found in his face as he was now, let the true test begin. You find yourself standing in a place of darkness and mist. You cannot even be certain if you're still within Castle Ravenloft.
Yeah, before your
voice
age.
echoes from the darkness. You have stepped through my little door. You are either brave or foolish. Trial by combat shall let us discover which it is. Let us begin. Well, Strahd. Now, let us see how impressive. I knew that I could promise you. Surely a performance such as this will be adequate for my first trial. But you have piqued my interest. Shall we raise the stakes? Double or nothing, then. You truly are a force with which to be reckoned. I look forward to discussing your performance and how worthy of service when you Alas, we are quite out of time. Other matters demand my attention. I have ordered accommodations for rest to be prepared.
So-
Please, avail yourself. You will wish to be fully ready for what comes next.
Are you gonna either to get the keys in, or are we gonna do the fight and then go down?
Well, I think I'll do the portrait, and then I'll Featherfall down to the next level. Get to the chapel and do door.
Here, don't run out there yet. Hold on. And one more thing.
The portrait of Strahd here is amazingly lifelike.
Alright, I'm gonna take him out.
In fact, as you stare, his image begins to move.
Right back.
Where are you going?
Taking a shortcut. Just make sure you have Featherfall on and not go all the way down. If you go all the way down, you'll get raced in a trap.
Tools, gears, and pulleys
Yeah.
reach your gaze.
No, I just found the
This
trap.
is some kind of workshop for the mechanical.
Wait, did you fall all the way down?
genius.
I didn't go anywhere. But when I was down there in the basement to do the basement part,
Well, someone got
did
killed
the
last
trap.
season, someone from my own server, because I was talking to Newbie, telling him about that shortcut, and the guy thought I was talking to him, and he fell all the way down. He was on a cleric, and he suddenly died in traps.
yeah. Well, they're just on.
The race is spawn and drop down that way. For the sword getting to
Yeah.
the chapel, it's really quick. Just Featherfall down and search the door.
Nice.
Putrid evil radiates from this skeletal corpse as it rises to challenge you. Its eyes gleam with malice, and dark prayers to evil gods whisper from its form. With a shriek of rage, the lingering spirit of this evil priest is banished from this realm. You find the ward keystone under a loose stone slab, just as Esmeralda promised. Merely touching the stone should allow you to pass through the ward to the top of the South Tower stairs.
Now, since I'm running back the normal way into things here, can I just pop back through the death fight?
Do the what?
The optional should take me right back upstairs.
Yeah, but if you went to 3, that's a pretty short run up to 4.
No, I was at the chapel and I ran back. And then I just popped the
Oh, okay.
the 2D doors to run up.
Right. Yeah, I like the that you end up on the 4th, or yeah, on the 4th floor at the shrine after the death victim.
Oh, I'm running up and you already completed it.
Extra loot chest. Yeah.
So one time on live, I was turning these in on heroic and got a ion stone from the end reward because they're like level 1 and 2 rewards.
Yeah, they're lower. They're lower than they should be.
It's just like I got the 1 in 10,000 shotgun. Oh, there's a double assault up.
You gonna go hit it?
And it's free favor, but I don't know. Someone's got a mess to lead up. I think tomorrow I'm just going to I'm gonna stick to my theory of not doing a ton of Reaper on this character. Run through the 1/6s.
I'm glad
go
you
ahead and do the challenge
mentioned that.
still.
I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any. Well, you can't take 11 if you want to do the first set of challenges.
I'm not worried about getting 6-star in them. Like, not worried
Oh, if I take 11, I can't take a chance at Price of Freedom to get armors for somebody else. Iron Mines. Do I care about that? No, I'm gonna go take level. I'm gonna go take 11.
Yeah, I don't need top 5 favor, so I will just do my challenges on lowest level. Same thing I did on my paladin last season. You can get 6,000 without doing all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, don't if you want to be in top
Alright,
5,
what
yeah, you
am
need
I?
to push the challenges, double solo wheat, and
Yep.
But I don't need to do that on this character. I still got the other character that's possible to do it on.
Well, let's see. Or, what is that get me?
No, I think I'm gonna head out. I got a good day in the day. Got some red fin sets completed. Got that mislaid investment, which is a big boost. My other character will be setting pretty at 7 with all this stuff. And I guess tomorrow I'll work on the challenges, the level 6 quest, and I guess hitting
So am I hearing?
Ravenloft normal.
Am I hearing that you're done?
Yeah, it's tonight. Unless you need help with something. It's getting late here.
No. Oh, no, I'm good. Alright, cool. Well, good runs, good chats. We'll have to,
I've been
keep
soloing
running.
a lot because, other than my kid being home from daycare since March, and at this point summer started, so she won't be going anywhere. But she's been sick the last couple days, so most of the day I soloed because I didn't want to commit to a group and have to get up and AFK a lot.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right now it's okay because they're sleeping. Like I said, I'll work on the 6s tomorrow, and if you want to do Ravenloft tomorrow night, I'm available. If we can get a group, I wouldn't mind maybe running through the chain on hard, but I'm not comfortable doing elite quite yet.
No, you know, I wanna stick with the plan of just setting the ransack on it, just in case.
All right. Yeah, and I can't run any more quests tonight. It's already like 3 in the morning.
No, yeah.